The year was 1949.
In his infinite wisdom, Almighty God.
Harry Truman was president. It cost just 46 cents to go to the movies. The women had eyes for Frank Sinatra.
New York, New York.
And in the small eastern Kentucky town of Prestonsburg, Muriel Baldridge turned 17.
Every boy wanted to date her and every girl wanted to be her.
But her young life would also come to a tragic end that year.
It's still one of Kentucky's most notorious unsolved murders.
In the pages of his new book, Murder in the Mountains,
here is a very rare picture.
Scott County author Michael Crisp dives deep in the case.
For years, it dominated the headlines.
On the night of June 27, 1949, Muriel and 3 friends were walking home from a carnival. It came time to go their separate ways here at the West Prestonsburg Bridge. Muriel lived just on the other side.
That was the last that anybody had ever seen of her.
That night, she was abducted, beaten, and dragged to the bottom of the bridge.
Right around 10:30, a lot of people heard screams in the neighborhood, but nobody really looked into it that evening.
The next morning, her body was found near the river just feet from her house. She had put up a fight, grabbing a small tree, uprooting it as she was pulled down the riverbank.
That's how strong and determined this young woman was.
For her relatives, that's the hardest part.
That she was killed in such a brutal manner. There were 5 fatal wounds to her head. That signals someone who knew her and perhaps had a grudge against her.
First, a carnival worker named Bill Gamble would be charged, but later released after a recanted confession. Then, prominent Floyd County Board of Education member Lon Moles would be taken to court, but found innocent by a jury.
I would love for it to be solved. It would mean the world to me.
So little is left, though. Most of the people are gone, records are missing, and much of the evidence, like Muriel's dress, was burned by the family, too painful to keep.
Naturally, the whole family was just torn to pieces.
But now they go back to that day in 1949, all for the girl who will always be 17.
If at least the case can't be solved, Muriel gets to live again through this book.